We are really open to those kind of integration because we understand that within this ecosystem, you cannot do it all yourself. So you need to work together with other technology providers and stakeholders in this industry. When you talk about data exchange in our eyes, those data needs to be certified because it's a bit too dangerous to work with uncertified data in the world of aviation. So those are one of the strong points that we really believe in when you talk about safety in the industry.
So within the UTM industry, there are still a few standards that have been developed, but one very critical one has been the remote ID standard by the ASTM. And this remote ID standard talks about how drones can identify themselves from basically an auditability process, but without violating the privacy of the operator. Where that step actually goes, it goes further. It even talks about what we call a discovery and synchronization service, a DSS. That talks about how one UTM can talk to another UTM. For that perspective, Astra UTM has been completely architected around the DSS. So we are ready now to integrate and talk with a multi-UTM environment. So we could operate in an environment where there are multiple UTMs and we could communicate with them. And we are ready to receive data and to share data with them.
Yes, because the European regulation mentions a lot of the capability of being able to interconnect all the US space service providers. Our goal is from the get-go, we need to integrate not only with other people doing the same service as us, but also with different, I don't know, like providers. Because for instance, we have our own remote ID device. With this, drone pilots can connect and they can report position. But maybe the drone pilot already has a different device and they want to be able to use our system. They can use that other device. And our goal is just to be able to, interconnect with our providers, service providers, and just, like create this community in a way.
If you look at the integration of drones and how they will be or change the view in aviation, will that happen? Yes, it will happen. When? In 5 years, you will see the start of new entrants being bigger cargo drones or maybe air taxis. They talk about 2025, about commercializing. For us, we see the integration between UTM and ATM happening between now and 5 years. So meaning that we will start integrating both worlds into one ecosystem.
So actually we're right in the midst of the next big step in UAM, UTM, etc. The drones market is now slowly coming to fruition. Problem we faced is that technology is here, regulation is here, and standards are here. Yeah. And this is representing a big problem for us because technologically, we are quite capable of delivering some very critical and key solutions even today. However, the regulations and the standards prevent us from doing so. However, regulations have caught up, especially in Europe. We basically have the EASA regulations have been formulated. We're going live in January 2023. And what we're seeing is a lot of interest from many countries to now come up to compliance with those regulation standards.
I think that there is a lot of challenges that unmanned aviation faces now. Regulation is strict and regulation is still in the process of being created. And I think as soon as there is going to be more flights happening thanks to the new regulation, then everything will change. I think that there is going to be like a snowball effect happening where more operators are going to start operating and there is going to be new uses for drones in the industry.